Welcome, everybody. My name is Matt Johnson. I'm counsel to New Hampshire Realtors. This is one of the ongoing videos in our risk management video series. Today, I'm thrilled to have with us Monika McGillicuddy, and the topic is going to be advertising, and particularly advertising and social media. So Monika, welcome to our video series. Thanks for participating. First question right out of the gate is, generally speaking, what are the basic rules that realtors have to remember relative to advertising?
I think the basic rules, Matt, are they have to remember, number one, they need permission from the owner of the property to advertise. But at bare minimum, if you're going to be advertising, you need to meet all the requirements of license law. You need to list your brokerage name. If you're going to have phone numbers, you're going to have your broker's phone number, yours as well, and they have to be clearly identified which number is which. And it has to be prominently displayed. I mean, that's license law. That's the basic advertising rules that we have. We're lucky we don't have any dictation on font size. So,
and if you're using Twitter or something where you have a limited number of fields, there's a way the rules address that as well, right?
Absolutely. You have to have a clickable link, and you can have one of those URL shorteners like Bitly where you can shorten the link. And that link should bring the consumer or whoever's clicking it to a page, a landing page, can be on your website, wherever, where all of that information is there: brokerage name, phone number, and of course, your name and contact information.
Now, I get this question a good amount. What about social media? Does social media count as advertising?
Absolutely, it counts as advertising. And that's where I think a lot of people get tripped up, because social media can be fun, but it's also a huge business platform.
And so if you're doing that on social media, or you're posting information, do you have any practical tips about how to maybe make it easier for yourself to make sure and post the required information about who you are and who your broker is and the phone number, the basics? Any suggestions?
I have one suggestion that has saved me so much time. I have an iPhone, but it really doesn't matter what device you use. Most of your devices has some sort of note app or notes app on it. And I have typed into my notes app my full name, my company name, my office phone number, and my direct phone number. And then all I have to do is right click and copy and put that into whatever the status update is, especially if I'm doing, like, say, on Instagram, where I'm just using my phone. It's always there. I don't have to retype it over and over again, and I'm always in compliance.
What a great idea, and what a great suggestion. So the next and final topic for the video is the proliferation of social media. We've seen people using photos or taking photos or posting them of maybe not their own listing. Are there things that agents need to remember just to not get themselves in trouble on that front with the Code of Ethics?
Yes, Article 12 really covers a lot of that. And Article 12 talks about realtors not advertising properties without authority. And it also talks about framing other folks' website and taking content that you don't have a right to use. So it's really pretty strict. And I think realtors have to be careful, because inadvertently, it's so easy to right click and copy. You're doing a Google search and this awesome image shows up and you take it, and it's a copyrighted image, and you can get into some real hot water. So on social media, if you are sharing someone else's listing, you went to an open house, for example, right, which we still do. You go to an open house, it's a great property, and you want to post it on your Facebook page because you think you have people that will want to take a look at it. And you just need to remember, number one, if it's not your listing, you need to get permission, and you need to get permission from that listing agent. NHAR has come out and said that is best practice, because you don't want to be doing any kind of false advertising or misleading the consumers thinking it's your listing because you didn't say whose listing it was. So always get permission, and always totally disclose that it is not your listing, but you would love to have the opportunity to show it to them.
Monika, as always, that is great information and great advice for our members. If members have follow-up questions or want to discuss it further, please do not hesitate to reach out to the legal resource line at NHAR.org. And Monika, as always, thanks so much for your time and your knowledge.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.